Now today's topic is so stupid that I somehow managed to fuck it up. If you can read, which I'm pretty sure all of you can unless you were like 5 years old, I'm going to be talking about how I almost blew up a whole school. Yeah, literally the high school I went to, I almost blew up because I'm that stupid. What makes things worse is that it was almost our science teacher's fault, so yeah, that makes the situation even more worse. So if you know me, or if you don't know me, which literally none of you guys know me, but like why would you know me? Stupid. Then you will know that I am in a robotics team. Now, when I say robotics, I'm not talking about BattleBots. Absolutely hate it. It gets on my nerves when people say, "Oh, are you in BattleBots?" Oh, people ask me. I'll literally be talking about, "Oh yeah, so I think you guys should join robotics. I mean, it's such a good educating thing to do, and it's really fun for your high school."
Oh, if you're talking about BattleBots, right? You mean like the stuff I see on TV?
Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, that's how the conversations go. So, if you're wondering what I keep talking about, the robotics I am in is run through FIRST. What FIRST stands for is for Inspiration and Recognition in Science and Technology. Now that is what we are ran through. They run the whole every robotics team. Well, they don't. Okay. So, coaches, they run their teams, but we are all organized through FIRST. What FIRST is, it is a bunch of high school, you have to be in high school first of all, but it is a bunch of high schoolers who get together and they have 6 weeks to have nothing, just a kit of parts and that's it. And you have 6 weeks to build a robot fit for competition. Every competition is to ensure that this team didn't use the same robot, or this team over here are cheating because they're doing the same thing they did last year. Yeah, to prevent all that, we have a different game each year. It also makes the games refreshing and more fun to do. You go to regionals, and during those regionals, you have a bunch of matches during the competitions. Now,
real quick, I've made a mistake. I'm editing this video and I realize that you don't go to regionals first, that you go to districts first. I'm sorry. Please don't come for me.
We never win because our team sucks. Now, you have to make it to finals, and then, which is the alliance selection. And after that, then you go to like states, or nationals, or worlds, and up there, and up there, and up there. And after each competition, you win an award, which we never win, because we suck. That is the whole goal, to win an award basically. Very anticlimactic. So, keep in mind, this was our first year. Our first year of my district's year was my freshman year. So, in everybody's first year, obviously, because that was the team's first year. So keep in mind, we literally know nothing, and nobody is there to help us. We had a mentor who would tell us all the wrong things to do, and it was absolutely terrible. I'm getting headache just thinking about it, but yeah, one day, so every day, we meet, and we stay till around like 5, 6 o'clock building our robot. What we do? Literally nothing, because we know nothing, so keep that in mind. So we all have individual teams too, which makes things more difficult. There's electrical build team, there's mechanical build team, there's CAD, there's programming, a whole bunch of teams because we don't use anything. There's pneumatics, can't forget about pneumatics, even though we don't use that because we suck. But the team I am on is the Railbots. Our team number is 6029. Everybody has a team number because that's how they're identified, by their team number and their name. So one day we were, building our robot, which ended up failing terribly. Like, it fell apart during competition. Like, literally, the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off during competition. The wheels fell off during competition. That's how bad it was. So we literally was building let's call the coach, who's also the science teacher, Miss Blank, because I'm terrible at names. So Miss Blank tells, we'll call her Tana, because Anyways, okay, Miss Blank tells Tana,
Hey, I think you need to cut this. We have this metal. It needs to be attached to the robot that literally can't do anything. Can you do that? Sure, Miss Blank. I'll be glad to cut this. How do I cut this again?
after that, Miss Blank tells me that I have to go find something. I forgot what I was trying to find, but it was something important that we really needed for the robot that literally didn't do anything. And so I go to find that. So where we would build our robot was a black lab. So in the black lab, let's say this is an aisle, and these are tables. So there's a row of tables right here, row of tables right here and here. There's gas valves like everywhere. So I go to find that. The girl goes to cut her things. There's like sparks sort of flying everywhere. And out of nowhere, I hear some random hissing. Now I go to get Miss Blank, and I'm all like, Miss Blank, I think there's something wrong because I hear hissing, and I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, that's okay, honey. I'll go check it out and see what's wrong.
So Miss Blank goes and checks out the hissing sound, and it turns out that it was gas flowing into Black Lab. Now, that was a little concerning because there were sparks flying from Tana when she was cutting her metal on a saw. So, Miss Blank, she says,
Oh, okay, so I'll just go to the master valve and turn everything off and everything will be fine. We're not gonna die or anything.
So she goes and does that, and about 5 seconds later, I hear hissing, more hissing, and it turns out she accidentally turned all the gas valves on. So now there is Tana over here cutting away at her little metal piece that she had to cut, and sparks flying everywhere. And there's somebody else, his name, we'll call him William's over here playing with the battery because our robot has a battery, and he's creating sparks with the battery, like literally right next to one of the leaking gas valves. And so I scream, I think you guys need to stop doing that. And they just stare at me as there's gas flying in the room. Like, it's like they didn't even care that we're about to die or something. So at this point, it's about like 30 seconds after she accidentally turned all the valves on. She's sort of freaking out because there's gas leaking everywhere, with sparks flying everywhere. There's William in the corner and Tana in the corner creating sparks, and at this point the whole room has gas in it and it's starting to leak into the rest of the school. So I walk out because I wasn't gonna die that day. I hear something from Miss Blank, and she's all like,
Honey, you need to come back because we need to open the windows and get all this gas out.
So I walk back in there 5 seconds later, and Tana finished her job. William over here got yelled at by Ms. Blank because he almost blew up the lab, which would have meant the whole school would have blew up. And we opened up the windows, we air out the black lab, and everything was fine after that. So yeah, that was my story about how we almost blew up our school. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. I'll see you next time.